What's up, guys? Goose here, man, and another video going back at you. This is going to be previewing the LSU Arkansas game that, hey, it might be played this Saturday. Who knows? With COVID, who knows if these games are going to get played, if they're going to get postponed, moved, whatever. But the game is scheduled to take place this Saturday morning. Early morning, 11 o'clock start local time. So early start for the Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Now, Arkansas, no, they've been the doormat of the SEC for several years now, but they played much better this year. They're 3-4, but they really should be 4-3. They got screwed out of the Auburn game. They beat Auburn. Refs gave that game to Auburn. They gave them a bad call, but nevertheless, they are 3-4, but they're playing much better, and they're playing much better than LSU. LSU's 2-3. LSU's defense is just atrocious. It's been atrocious all year. And you can say, well, they haven't had the spring ball, they didn't have fall practice, blah blah blah. But I mean, you haven't seen any improvements at all week to week. That's one thing that you usually see from week to week in these some teams is they get some teams get better, some don't. But there's really been no improvement with this LSU defense at all from game one to the last game they played against Auburn. It's probably gotten worse if that's even remotely possible. But and of course, Miles Brennan's out, so hey, that's another problem for LSU is now they're relying on freshman quarterbacks that they really weren't expecting to rely on this year. So T.J. Finley, Max Johnson, one of those guys will get to start this week. Probably T.J. Finley because he's the one that started the last two games before the Alabama game got postponed. But I mean, what's it going to take for LSU to win this football game? I mean, their defense. I mean, it's their defense is going to have to do something. I mean, they miss assignments. They let receivers go wide open game after game after game. There's two or three plays, at least 2 or 3 plays a game, where they just don't cover nobody. And I just don't see anything changing this week. I mean, it hasn't changed in the first 5 games they played, so why is it going to change now? They got to run the football. They're just going to have to. They're going to have to run the football with Emory and Davis Price. Those are your 2 best running backs, and they're going to have to get creative in the running game. Don't just run the same running play over and over again. I mean, if the defense knows that you're running the football and they know where you're running the football, it makes it kind of harder to execute the play. So, and I think they're going to have to let T.J. Finley or Max Johnson, whoever is going to be the quarterback, they're going to have to let them throw the football and give them not hamper them, don't handcuff them. I mean, what's the point of handcuffing them at this point in the season? You're 2-3, so what's it gonna matter if they go throw 3 interceptions in the game? Does it really matter? Because you're not fighting for a SEC title, you're not fighting for a playoff spot. Let these guys go out, make mistakes. If they do make mistakes, just let them go win it. Throw the football. Hopefully that's what Ensminger and Shanahan does this week against Arkansas, because they're gonna have to score some points because their defense is not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop Arkansas. Arkansas scored 35 points against Florida this past weekend. I know seven was on I think it was a kickoff return. So or close to it. I can't remember if they ran a kickoff back or not, but I know they had a deep kickoff return. They scored 24 against Tennessee. They scored 31 against A&M. They scored 33 against Arkansas. They scored 28 against Auburn. They scored 21 against Mississippi State, and they scored 10 against Georgia. And Georgia has a good defense, so that's not surprising there. But yeah, I mean LSU. I mean, what's it going to take? What's going to take from them to win this football game? This football, how they're going to win? I mean, they got to play some kind of defense. Some kind of defense they got to play. I mean, just give up 20 points, and they'll probably win the game. I mean, but you can't give up 30 or 40 points like they have done in several games this year. They did it against Mississippi State. They scored 44. Missouri scored 45. Auburn still scoring against them. So, like I said, they got to run the football and get creative with your running plays. Don't run these same running plays over and over again because they know where it's going. Get creative. Let T.J. Finley or Max Johnson just throw the football. To Terrace Marshall and Dre Jenkins, Javante Kirkland, just let Gilbert, just let them throw the football. Don't handcuff them because I mean the season is pretty much over in the sense that you're not competing for a championship. It's been over with. It's been over with since week 1. But anyway, guys, have a good one. Hopefully Tigers and the Razorbacks will play this Saturday. Hopefully there's no outbreaks, COVID outbreaks for either team, and they'll get to play football. It's been a while since I've seen LSU play football. It's been since Halloween since they played, and they lost that game pretty badly. So, as always, guys, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell, click all notifications, and go Tigers.